Like the subject of our final story, kimono material is beautiful and, if cared for, will last a long, long time. But what happens to old kimonos? Of course, they can be resold, but when put in the hands of a creative person who thinks that making things is cool, they can be repurposed into something equally beautiful, but brand new.
Around the world, fashion is often dictated by the weather and climate. Yet it can also represent a person's way of life. One such example is the headscarf or hijab worn by Muslim women. And the hijab she is holding is our featured product. They've certainly caught the attention of these students from Egypt. The hijab looks fabulous on her, and it turns out that it was made in Japan. The workshop that makes them is located in Fukushima Prefecture, a 90-minute bullet train ride from Tokyo. We arrived during their lunch break and noticed that one of the employees had brought her child to work. This is the company's CEO, Junko Nawa. She established her business 3 years ago and produces Muslim fashion pieces.
これを頭に巻いてもらって、ヒジャブとしてお使いいただける。
While not a Muslim herself, her time as a university student in Malaysia served as inspiration for her business. Let's see how the hijabs are made. What's this? Instead of sewing the material, this employee is removing the stitches. It turns out that they are upcycling old kimonos. This one features chrysanthemums and pine trees. And the floral pattern on this pink hijab is quite exquisite. The patterns on formal black kimonos are said to have symbolic meanings.
例えば菊なんですけれども、菊というのは昔日本で薬として使われていたものなので、お母さんが子供へ病気になってほしくない、長生きしてほしいっていう願いを込めた意味の花なんですね、文様なんですね。
Pine and maple trees also stand for longevity. Each product is accompanied by a card explaining the various symbolisms of the patterns. Once the stitches are removed, the material is cut by hand. And there's a reason why the cutting isn't done using machines. Kimonos are typically made up of long, narrow bands of fabric. To keep the patterns intact, the reverse edges must be stitched together. Turning it over, as you can see, the pattern edges have been neatly joined. Only after the careful preparation work is complete can the piece take shape. Ms. Nawa also came up with another unique product. These are pins made with the family crests that once decorated kimonos. It certainly adds a stylish touch. In addition to hijabs, The company also manufactures abayas, the traditional robes worn outdoors by Muslim women. The kimono pattern makes for a chic accent. Apparently, the kimono abayas have been a hit with foreign visitors. Many buy them as souvenirs from Japan.
日本人だと着物って着付けしなきゃいけないとかそういう感覚だと思うんですけど、いろんな使い方ができると思うんですね。アウターとしてもアバヤとしても、こういう形で日本人が別にアバヤとしてではなくて洋服として着られてもいいと思うんですけれども。
The kimono pattern doesn't look out of place on the new design, and instead gives it an elegant and unique look. We showed Ms. Nawa a vintage photograph that we found.
はいはいはいはいはい、ヒジャブですよね。
Taken about 120 years ago in Japan, it captures a winter look that was once fashionable among young women. It is also found in ukiyo-e art from the Edo period. Ms. Nawa once received a letter of thanks from a Japanese woman who wore one of the abaya creations on her first trip to the Middle East.
サウジアラビアかな、どっかで着用したらその街中の人たちがこう振り返って見てくれたとか、着物が世界をこう飛んでったというかそれすごく嬉しいなっていうふうには。お邪魔します。
Hearing of her initiative to upcycle used kimonos, people have begun donating their vintage pieces.
黒留袖、明治のお着物がですね、商品の方になりましたので、それを今日はお見せしたいなと思って来たんですけれども。
This man donated a century-old kimono that once belonged to his aunt.
すごく上質なシルクで、触るとですね、他の着物と違うんですよね。
着物も喜んでんべ。
そうだと。今は日本国内が主に中心なんですけれども、着物に施された文様のメッセージをやっぱり世界各地に届けたいと思うんですね。
In addition to creating gorgeous pieces for Muslim women, Ms. Nawa also wants to help Japanese women rediscover the beauty of kimonos.
Wow. I can't think of anything better for our world right now than this kind of mutual respect for each other's cultures and lifestyles. Sure, we're all different, but that's okay. The kimono hijab reminds us to treasure our diversity and find beauty in our differences. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next time with even more great gear. Until then, I'm Matthew Masaru Barron. Dewa.